Hey there, welcome back. We are in the Becoming series. If you don't already know, which I'm assuming you do, but on this channel we talk about how in life it's not only me and it's not only you, but life's ups and downs are universal. So as we are becoming the woman that we desire to be, we see her in our mind. Not that we're trying to mimic or emulate anybody, but the vision that we have for ourselves. So in today's episode, I want to dive into becoming calm, but not numb. There's a difference. So calm comes from, it's not the absence of emotion, because you still are an emotional being. You have emotions, you feel emotions, you are emotional. What it is the absence of self-abandonment, shame. It's not stern, rough. It's more, you're leaning towards the peaceful aspect of things, the peaceful side of things. So here's an example. So whatever is going on, right? And for some reason you feel anxious. So in you feeling anxious, you don't beat yourself up. You don't go hard or be difficult with yourself. Instead of that, what you do is tap into the present moment, right? You slow your breathing down. I talked about this in another video. Even our posture makes a big difference in how we feel. So maybe you do lower your shoulders. Sometimes without even realizing, your shoulders can creep up, right? And you can just almost be in this like hardened, protected posture. And that does you no good. Just relax your shoulders, take some deep breaths, and really just even listening to what you hear. Like now it's raining outside, so maybe I am feeling a little, but let me just breathe, slow myself down. We listen to the rain hitting the windshield. I don't know if you can hear it, you might not be able to, but just listening to my surroundings, being present, getting out of the feeling that might be growing inside of my body and getting outside of that and literally listening to what's around me or outside of that. But that calm feeling now that I'm feeling, it comes after I stop fighting myself, after I stop resisting, or I'm so focused on preventing or not allowing something to happen, but I just release our anxiety. We could be like, I gotta hold it, I don't want to, I'm feeling, all feels of the anxiety and the stress and the nervousness, and then it's just like, take a deep breath, let your shoulders drop, just relax, calm yourself. Don't allow this situation to overwhelm you. Just breathe. And oftentimes too, we are getting the anxiety or the stress for something that has not happened yet, but we are almost willing it into existence because we're so focused on it. And whatever you focus on, that's what's going to grow. Where your attention is so locked in at, that's what's going to become louder and more present. So you can even make a change just in your present moment and in your body posture. Just calm yourself. And that's not to say that things will not occur that you don't desire to occur, but you can control how you respond and how you go forward after something undesirable has occurred. So sometimes that rigidity or that clenching, so to speak, is us in an attempt of bracing for something we don't want to happen, right? But you can't live your life in a braced state, right? You can't move forward in life in a state of, I don't want this to happen, I don't want this to happen, I don't want this to happen, please don't let it happen, please don't let it happen. It's the build up because you're putting so much attention to something. It's directing all of your energy towards it. And it's like, if that's what you're telling your mind, if this is so important, don't let it happen, don't let it happen, don't let it, and it's like you're channeling all of your energy, all of your thoughts, all of your being towards something that you don't want to happen, but you're putting such a strong force behind it. And sometimes that thing that we don't want to happen so badly, it happens. Sometimes of our own doing, and sometimes it's just how life happens. That's just how life goes. In your present state, you can control your breathing, you can control your thoughts, you can control your heart rate, you can control all of it. Calm it down. You are in control. Calm it down. And you don't have to be numb. That's why I want to drive it home. You don't have to be numb, like, oh, nothing fazes me, nothing bothers me, nothing. But be real and be calm. You remember there was the whole movement of keep calm and whatever, and everybody was putting on shirts and mugs and whatever. But there is something to being calmer and not mute. Because I'm by no means mute. I don't know if you figured that out. I'm not a mute. I am vocal, but I am selective with when I voice things. If that makes any sense. It doesn't just happen all the time. All right, and I also want you to know that your ability to regulate your emotions, that is what changes your identity. When you can regulate your emotions, you can change your identity. So when you stop, I'll go, rush, every single moment of your life, when you stop doing that, what your identity is now able to be associated with is thinking through your thoughts, having softer reactions, not abrupt or harsh or reactive reactions, right? You start thinking through things more, and in doing all of this, your confidence in yourself, it's growing quietly, but it's growing in the background, and you're able to see a transformation in your handling of difficult situations, where you might say, you heard people, and I think I've said it before too, like if you know me, you know that's an improvement, because there's a growth taking place by the changes in how you respond to things. Somebody cuts you off, how do you respond? Somebody said something to you that could be offensive. Someone speaks to you in a manner in which it is hurtful, and you don't want them to do that anymore, but you are able to formulate the words while keeping your composure to say, hey, I would appreciate if you wouldn't talk to me like that. Oh, I understand what you're trying to say, blah, 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 blah. Here's what you can do. But you're able to handle situations that you otherwise would have handled differently, or you would have reacted differently. You would have responded differently. Your tone would have been different. You are now able to think before you speak. You're now able to soften your reactions where it's applicable. There are some reactions that do not need to be softened. Somebody's doing something that they can get hurt with, so you have to respond quickly, like oh no, don't do that, it's hot, or whatever, or hey, break, there's the car in front of us is braking. I'm a passenger driver a little bit, and my husband will agree a little too emphatically, actually, but sometimes non-soft responses are warranted, but there's still a way you can do it to where I might not shout at the top of my lungs at my husband, but I might tap his hand, or I might be like, hey, break. My delivery might be different, whereas you maybe old, you would have been like, you're a little wild, but it could have been fitting for whatever the severity of it was. But the goal here is just knowing that with every single moment and every single day, you have an ability to contribute towards the changing of a better identity, or the improving of yourself daily, simply. All right, so I hope you found today's becoming video very helpful. I hope you got a lot from it. I am excited about continuing this becoming series, and all of us becoming someone or something that is admirable, someone or something that we have desired to be and see in our life. And I know that change is possible for you, because I believe it's possible for me, and I'm seeing evidence of it every single day. That helps me, and that keeps me going. I just want to say that I appreciate you so much for watching. I love you so much for watching. I have a comment. As you know, I love reading the comments. I look forward to doing more shout outs with the comments. And check the description box. The book that we're reading right now, you can check that. And thank you, my sunshine. I appreciate you. All right, so I'll see you in the next video. Until then, go have an amazing day. Bye. Not only can